Why being successful is easier than being mediocre. You'd probably think we are crazy if we told you that being successful is actually easier than being mediocre. And after hearing this ourselves, we can understand why that sounds crazy. But stranger things have happened, and we can confidently say that this is not one of them. Mind you, we're not here to tell you that success equals wealth and power, and how you can achieve those. If that's what you are thinking, we're sorry to disappoint you. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about what it means to be successful and how to get there. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to why we think being successful is a lot easier than being mediocre. Make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss anything. Without further ado, let's get started. What does it mean to be successful? Is there a universal definition? We don't think so. A fun fact about the word successful is that everyone can define it in their own way. Growing up, your parents or peers may tell you that being successful means being wealthy, while the celebrities you see on TV every day may tell you that being successful means pursuing fame. It's not about getting out of bed and going to work early. It's about doing what you need to do to grow, which varies from person to person. It could be marrying the person you love and starting a family for you. After all, finding and marrying your soulmate is not easy in our opinion. Another measure of success is from an educational standpoint, where your degree would set you on a path to where you've been dreaming about since you were a kid. So what we are trying to say in a nutshell is that it's simple. There's no limit to what constitutes being successful. Everyone, including you and me, has different chances to being successful every day, and nobody, no matter how wealthy or popular they are, gets to define what success is for you or anyone else. Because here's the thing, they've been teaching you the wrong definition of success for years. Everyone wants to brag about their own definition of success, so they'll be projecting their own definition of success onto you. But what makes people mediocre? Is it about dealing with failure? Let's talk about that next. You may have heard the word mediocre and assumed that it meant something in the middle of success and failure, but you'd be mistaken. When you can't tell if something or someone is wonderful, ordinary, or both at the same time, you've reached mediocrity, and this has led to our understanding of the term. A mediocre person is someone who you can't describe as excellent, a loser, or ordinary at any given time. They aren't exceptionally poor or average in any way. Did you notice how he said you can't describe them? What is Paul if you can't say he's great, a loser, or average? Well, he's mediocre. Are you picking up on what I'm saying? You might be thinking to yourself, how can someone exist in none of these three states? That's a good question, and we've given it a lot of thought. The only explanation we have for why a human cannot exist in any of these three states is consistency. Let us explain. If Paul is consistently good at what he does, you can call him great. However, if Paul's performance is consistently bad, you can't call him great. To put it mildly, if Paul is consistently in the middle of the spectrum without blinking an eye, you can say he's average. However, average does not equate to mediocrity. Let's take another example with Paul. If Paul consistently gets high grades and exams 8 out of 10 times, you can say he's great. If Paul consistently receives poor grades in exams, you can say, well, he's poor after all. You want to claim him as being great. Even if he has a couple of great exam performances, you wouldn't call Paul poor or great if he has an overlap of great and poor performances. You wouldn't call him poor or great, so you call him average. When you can't tell whether Paul is great, poor, or average based on 10 performances, this demonstrates Paul's mediocrity, because inconsistency is a hallmark of mediocrity, and Paul was not consistent in any of the three instances. The key to success is consistency. Well, you may already know that, but telling you about the principles is just as important. So what are the success principles? It's not easy to achieve success and have an impact on the world. If it were, everyone would be doing it, and we both know it wouldn't be much of an accomplishment. That may seem counterintuitive, given what we've said so far, but stick with us. You'll discover that those people you labeled as successful developed some habits that help them achieve their objectives. Let's look at a few of them. Number 1, they benefit from introductions. How many times have you taken advantage of an opportunity to meet someone? Because there is usually a good reason when someone introduces you to someone else. Successful people take advantage of those opportunities because they know it could lead to tremendous opportunities. It's also too easy to overlook an introduction or fail to follow up on it, which could result in a missed opportunity to form a meaningful friendship with someone who shares your interests. So try to take advantage of being introduced to someone new whenever possible. Number 2, they associate with people who share their values. You should know that surrounding yourself with great people is a step toward becoming a great person as well. There's a reason why many successful people are friends before they become famous. They've made an effort to surround themselves with people who can motivate them, them and accelerate their success from the start. So it's time to stop playing video games with your friends every day and surround yourself with great people. Number 3, they read books and surround themselves with people who can help you grow. The smartest people are always learning something new. Knowledge is infinite, and reading is essential if you want to keep improving and learning new things. We find it amusing that most people make excuses for why they don't read much. Most successful people, on the other hand, avoid making excuses and instead focus on personal development. Oh, and one more thing. It took a lot of research to build this channel and make these videos. Number 4, they constantly adapt. If you can't look back 6 months and see a completely different person, you're not growing fast enough. Have you ever wondered why successful people like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are always learning and adapting? They are willing to break down barriers and modify aspects of themselves in order to be better, happier, and more productive. And you know there are countless other successful people out there that we could learn from. Number 5, they always set objectives. Setting goals is undervalued. Some people refuse to invest time because they do not believe it's worthwhile. Can you imagine living your life without any goals? Setting goals has the benefit of assisting with action alignment because it forces you to think about what you want to accomplish. This is why those who can set goals are more productive and focused in their endeavors, resulting in increased output success and greater influence. Number 6, they follow their dreams. One thing to remember about successful people is that they don't live out other people's dreams. Instead, they pursue their own passions. This gives them the motivation to give every day their all, as well as the freedom to think for themselves. Life improves dramatically once you accept that you can't please everyone because you have to think for yourself. Spending time doing what you enjoy allows you to pursue the highest quality work, while also making it much easier to maintain consistency. Why are most people still stuck in mediocrity if these are some of the requirements for success? Let's think about why most people are stuck in mediocrity. The truth is that there are several reasons for this. Many people simply don't want to evolve and adapt to the new normal, and you can't grow if you're not willing to evolve. Do you remember when communication was done through fax machines? We wouldn't be talking to you today on YouTube if things didn't take the next step. If things don't progress, your days should be filled with high-value activities on a regular basis. The more you balance the few essential elements in your life and eliminate everything else, the better. People do and eat whatever they want regardless of how it affects them by rationalizing their actions and behaviors. And that's all for today, guys. Enlighten us with your thoughts, share them in the comments section below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon for more amazing videos. And thank you for watching.